Public speaking is an intimidating wall. And you got to ask yourself, how do I get to the top of this wall? How do I speak in front of dozens or maybe even hundreds of people one day? And my answer is set yourself up with small goals, little bite-sized goals that as you go on, you find yourself, yes, I can do this. I can make it to the top of the wall. My previous experience before this class is I was actually fortunate enough to be in a course called Principles of Instructions that was taught through the Air Force at about my 3 going on 4-year mark. And I was very nervous. I didn't really have any public speaking experience prior to this class. And what we did, we played an impromptu game where essentially everyone in the class wrote down a couple ideas on a piece of paper and we just threw them into the hat. We went around and it was your turn. You pulled out of the hat. You read your idea. You had about 20-30 seconds to formulate a 2-minute speech, and the instructor said, go. And there you found yourself giving a speech that you probably might have zero knowledge of even what you're talking about. And it was fun. It was actually quite a bit of fun going through this class. I learned quite a bit, and it kind of broke my initial nerves of, I think I can do this. I've taken the first small goal, and I'm now on to step 2. And I found myself in Airman Leadership School, which is in the Air Force, basically from going from senior airman to a supervisory role. It's a 3-week course. You give a total of 3 speeches in front of your classmates, which is about 16 people. The first one is intro speech, second is a persuasion speech, and the third one is a instructional speech. And as you go through that, you gain momentum, you get feedback from your classmates, honest feedback on how you can improve. And I'm working my way up the ladder, and this last Christmas season, I was the Booster Club president, and I found myself giving a 5-minute speech about our Christmas party that was coming up, and just kind of build awareness that was happening, inviting everyone. So that was really cool. That was probably the largest recent speech that I've given. So honestly, as I just told, I have the most experience in a traditional sense. This is my first time being in front of a camera giving speeches, the 21st century medium like this, and it's a little bit different feel. And obviously I'm always nervous before a speech, so I give a deep breath, review in my head. But our class is kind of in a vacuum of folks, so I guess I'm more rest assured that I don't really have to, who's on the internet and all that stuff. So it kind of gives me a little more rest assured, and it kind of breaks the nerves a little bit so I can do this. For my previous experience, obviously you have to research your topic. You have to know what you're talking about. Otherwise people might, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Let's just whip out our iPhones and think about our weekend plans. Drafting an outline is key. Keep it on task. You can't be all over the place. And obviously mentally practice calms your nerves a bit. When I first started, relating back to my intro, I thought, man, grand stage, I don't know if I can do this. But if you start small, you work your way up, things just get better and better as you practice. And having even furthermore a presentation behind you. I don't rely at all solely on the presentation of a slideshow or what have you. I think that's all complementary to if you're speaking in front of them, whether you're an audio, visual, tactile learner. All that kind of drives home different angles of learning or getting your point across in the speech. So in conclusion, working your way up, take small bite-sized goals, practice, and eventually you'll get up there and feel 100% comfortable in giving a speech in front of 10, 20, maybe 100,000 people one day. Thank you for listening.